On October the 13th, I declared that I was going to run. Okay, I'm in marketing. I can spin if I want to.
Yeah.
So in 4 weeks, I did the spin, and I got myself elected, right?
Right.
And you didn't know what you voted. Hopefully you voted.
But I had just signed my bond, so hopefully I would.
Wait till my wife gets a hold of you. Anyway, I knew, I declared on October the 13th, okay? Took me about 10 days to get everything going and get my campaign together. I had one guy working for me, John Bozak, and he was my campaign.
Yeah.
At that time, on the 30th of October, 18 days later, they were already phoning my office to get rate sheets and stuff like that, and we handed them out.
Yeah.
Bill Scully talked to Ron Slongo and said, I want to get some information for you. Phone Santa to do, I want to see what his advertising rates are. And we handed them out. But when Ron Slongo found out what it was for, he tore a strip off Scully. When I found out at the end of October that these guys were on my case, okay, I called my accountant, Steve DeVar. Very religious, honest guy, okay?
I worked.
Well, I'm telling you, he scares me, especially when it's my tax time. I said, here's my situation. I want you monitoring everything I do and make sure everything I do is correct. I said, I'm going to spend $2,000 less, so I've got this cushion because I know these jokers are coming after me. John Bozak was getting upset with me because I had signs which were paper signs, okay? He says, you're never going to get elected looking that cheap, okay? I says, they're cheap, we'll get them all done. And I put them up everywhere. The rain would come, and I'd have to go and put them up each time. He says, you know what? I'm going to buy them for you. I said, you can't, because if you buy them for me, you're going to put me over. I said, I got $2,000 here. I'm staying under $2,000. Okay, so I knew they were coming. My books have always been open. Their lawyers have all my books, all my invoices. They cross-examined my accountant for 4 hours. Okay, it wasn't enough.
I don't.
And I just assure you this: if it wasn't this, it was going to be something else.
Yeah.
They're all related to the truckers, right? What did Santa want to do? Close down Dawson Road. Why? So he built Chappaqua. What did Santa do? He sat on the Portside Advisory Committee, which turfed the Waterfront Developments Corporation, okay, which incidentally Mary Roy looked at their expenses, and you guys paid for a $195 Texas Mickey. We closed down that $15 million bridge to Portside. Okay? They still wanted to build that. In fact, we saw they want to acquire lands last week, even though we've shut it down. Okay? We went to the dual source water system. We did everything that the previous council didn't want. We were shutting it down. Portside was a scam right from the beginning. Councillors Roy, Larson, Santa, but nobody with a bigger mouth than Santa was disclaiming it. Well, they were gangsters. They shafted you out of $6.5 million bucks, okay? And they laughed all the way to the bank. Now they're talking about paying the Royal Bank $2.5 million when the Royal Bank doesn't have a leg to stand on, okay? You got 3 councillors here who are against it. And people might say that as I speak right now that I'm in conflict of interest, but I really don't give a crap. Because you've got $2.5 million that they're ready to negotiate right now without these 3 councillors. We're the only 3 councillors who voted against it. The Royal Bank does not have a legal leg to stand on. And council and administration are negotiating to put your $2.5 million into the Royal Bank's pockets. Okay? Very serious. Very sad. Unfortunately, only 3 councillors are voting against it. And they keep on saying, well, you're in conflict, you can't do this. Turf? Turf means throw out. And it's your turn.
That's my question. Thing of what?
Turf means to get rid of, throw out.
So it's like this for good. It's somebody who were to throw a copy of something that's perfect.
That's right. Or if you were to throw a councillor like me out of office, you'd be turfing.
Oh, boy, if it's not a $2.5 million, it's not the end of it.
No.
We'll get him sued, too.
This gentleman up here?
So here's I can tell, listen to all this. Your expenses are under $10,000.
I'm allowed $10,700, I came in at $8,200 and
And
something.
your legal fees alone are 20 times the amount
Right,
that you spent
right.
this away on this ridiculous exercise.
Mhm.
Why won't you?
I didn't spend.
Why won't you just submit your books to a professional auditor? Excuse me, Roy is not a professional auditor.
No, the Odds' lawyers have my books.
They're not auditors either.
They have auditors ready to go.
Why not just consent to the audit and be done with it?
I can't. It has to be appointed by council.
No, they don't. Just voluntarily agree, I submit and be done with it.
Then, sir, let me tell you this. I voluntarily will give you my books and you take them to your
I'm
auditor.
not an auditor either.
No, you take them to an auditor.
Voluntarily agree
I did.
to the same process that you wanted the mayor to submit to.
We did submit
Done with
the
it
mayor
once
to
and
it.
for all, and we quit talking about it and wasting money and get on with the business of the
Sir,
city.
I assure you, you're not going to get on with the business of the city in the way you'd like to get on with the business of the city. This council is getting on with the business of the city. This council, for
This
the
council
first
is
time,
paralyzed by your megalomania. The fact that they cannot turn their
this
back
council,
without talking about
this council for the first time is allowing you to see what's going on. If you think $201,000 wasn't spent in legal fees before, sir, you're completely misaligned. In fact, sir, there's a book here. When there was a criminal case, people came before council because they were named by a prostitute, and they came before administration, and they asked for legal coverage, and you know what? Administration gave it to them. I am submitting to an audit to you, sir. Come and get my books and hire your own auditor. I think the taxpayers have paid enough.
You just, your own lawyer sent a bill for $201,000 to make sure that your books don't get submitted to an auditor.
My lawyer, the only person, sir, let me just put an end to this, okay? The only person only body who can appoint the auditor is council. No one else. Understand that.
You could have stood up at the meeting and said, I have nothing to hide, appoint the auditor.
I did.